Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Diversion Authority Finance Committee meeting for February 25th, 2026. Don, would you please call a roll?
Mayor Dardis.
Here.
Mayor Mahoney.
Here.
Mr. Steen. Ms. Thompson.
Here.
Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson. Mr. Rellinger.
Here.
Mr. Grimberg.
Here.
Mr. Pepcorn.
Here.
Mr. Reeds. Ms. Heinley. We do not have a quorum, but I do believe Lori Johnson is on the line.
I am on. Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Thank you. We do have a
All right,
quorum.
thank you.
Very good. First order of business is to approve the minutes of January 21st. They have been distributed in your packet. They are on page 2.
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a second. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of January 21st. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 3 is the approval of the order of the agenda. Again, it has been distributed and in your packet.
Move to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a second. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 4, we move on to the approval of the bills. We call on Susan Thompson, Finance Director for the City of Fargo. It is on page 5 of the packet. It has been distributed. Susan?
Yes, the bills are in front of you. They are through February 17th, 2026. I've looked through them, and primarily these are projects as opposed to land acquisition, so that's kind of a new thing for us. The total is $1,241,170.01. Any questions?
Questions on the bills presented as of February 2026? This is an actionable item.
I'll make the motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve the bills for $1,241,170.01. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a second. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the approval of the bills?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr.
I thought Tony Grinberg said we were spending millions of dollars a day. It doesn't seem like $1 million a day, $2 million a day.
Stay tuned. We'll have days where we are well
Yeah.
over
Oh,
that.
okay.
I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Don, please call the roll.
Mayor Dardis.
Yes.
Mayor Mahoney.
Aye.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Rellinger.
Yes.
Mr. Grimberg.
Aye.
And Mr. Pepcorn.
Aye.
That is everyone.
Thank you, Don. Next order of business is the finance report. Again, we call on Susan Thompson, Finance Director for the City of Fargo. Page 37 of the packet.
Okay, page 37 lists revenues, expenditures, and other financing sources. This gives historic and year-to-date, and I did just want to point out that particularly the sales tax that's listed, that's only through November. Sales tax is reported to us 2 months in arrears, so we're a little behind on this, so there is still 1 more month of sales tax that will be reported here. On the next page, the statement of net position, we have a total among all 3 funds of assets of $222,830,721, liabilities of $147,316, for a total net position of $222,683,405. And then again, I'll point out to the little box at the bottom. I think we are using that to track our available cash, knowing that it will be spent pretty quickly as we do these developer payments.
With this new report format that we have with the cash, you'll note that the net cash position is different than the cash reported. Are there any questions of Susan on this?
Right, the net position is more than just cash. The cash
Yes,
is way up top,
always,
so
yes,
that's what it ties
yes.
out to.
Thank you for clarifying. That's what I meant to say. Any questions for Susan? A motion to approve the finance report, please.
So moved.
Have a motion to approve. Is there a second? Second. We have a second. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We move on to item number 6, the cash budget report. We call on Paul for that. It's on page 61 of the packet and has been distributed. Paul?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just wanted to point out our annual funding. Our accounting is a little bit different than the cities, where we account for the sales tax as it comes in the door. We don't account it back to the month that it was accrued in. So you'll see here the last month that Ms. Thompson just reported from November that it was collected, but it's reported out here in our January sales tax. So you're seeing about a little over 6.5 million there. So nothing else really come in yet. Nothing for WIFIA draws, but we will touch on that later. Within the expenses, you will see that we spent over $47 million last month. So that does give Mr. Grinberg his $1 million a day that he's talked about. So of which the majority of that payment is about just over $43 million in milestone payments to the developer. So outside of that, there's nothing really out of the ordinary. There will be some lands and impacted properties. You'll hear about that more from Mr. Fisher tomorrow in the board committee. But there've been a number of settlements here in the month of February and finalizing those out. And so we expect to see some additional expenses under the lands and impacted property here in the near future. But other than that, that's the main crux of the level 1 summary. Any questions on that? Otherwise, we can go down to the administrative budget. And that is tracking on budget and on time there. So nothing out of the ordinary there, below our 1.6, so just under $120,000 were spent on salary, benefits, and expenses there, so for the month of January. Any questions on the cash budget? Thank you.
That's it. All right. This is for information only. So we move on to item number 7, and this is the Diversion Authority Board Approval Contracting Actions. We're going to call on Chris Bakkegard, the engineer of the project. We have 2 items to discuss. It's on page 68, 70, and 72 of the packet. Chris?
Thank you, Chair Dardis, members of the Finance Committee. As Chair mentioned, we do have 2 contracting items for consideration today and recommendation to the board meeting tomorrow. The first is a task order amendment for our mowing and weed control services. That's with JT Lawn Services. That's been an ongoing contract that we set up for multiple years. So the total budget for this year's, or estimate for this year's mowing contract is the $358,783.60. Just to give a little flavor for what that all includes, we have 7 different types of services that we offer, and it kind of ranges from one-time mowing on very rural properties all the way up to more of a residential monthly mowing and weed control in areas where we have developments. It also includes some on-call services if we have any items that come up throughout the summer. It also includes about 300 acres of the southern embankment now that we anticipate that we will take over within this calendar year. So just overall, it's about 400 acres of property that we're doing lawn or weed control and mowing on in the summer. And then of that, there's about 70 acres that we have on call if something comes up. So with that, I stand for any questions related to the mowing contract, as that one's a little bit different than a typical bid type process, but it is similar to what we did last year with JT Lawn.
Any questions on task order 03?
You looking for a motion?
Yes.
I would-
Well, we could do them both or separately, whatever's your pleasure.
Well, I'd make a motion on both, but the motion would be we round up or round down to 60 cents or 50 cents.
Is there a second? Dies to a lack of a second. Please continue.
I'll second it.
Come on, get on you get on a,
The second package is one of our cemetery protection projects. This is the second one that we've bid of our cemetery construction. This is a small ring levee around the North Pleasant Cemetery. We received 5 bids on the project, as you see highlighted on the screen, ranging from the low bid of about $348,000 up to a high bid of over $600,000. Our engineer's estimate was $390,000. Our recommendation is to award the project to Schmidt & Sons Construction in the amount of $348,000, $348,352.50. So with that, stand for any questions related
Questions
to
for
the
Chris?
cemetery project as well.
all right.
Move to approve both motions A and B.
We have a motion to approve both items 7A and 7B. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Pipcorn seconds. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Don, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Dardis.
Yes.
Mayor Mahoney.
Aye.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
yes,
Mr. Redlinger.
Yes.
Mr. Grimberg.
Aye.
And Mr. Pepcorn.
Aye.
That is everyone.
Thank you, Don. Motion passes. We move on to item number 8, other business. First order is the first WIFIA draw submittal, and we're going to call on Paul for that information. Paul?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the board. Happy to announce that we have everything finalized for our first WIFIA draw submittal. It will be just over $47.5 million that we are requesting from that WIFIA loan, that WIFIA draw. The commitment by the EPA is that if we submit it on the 1st, that they will reimburse us by the 15th, which I think is phenomenal for the federal government. One caveat with that, we need to make sure that the federal government stays open until the 15th, and we can get that money. However, we have since this is the first draw, we did a preliminary submittal to them of all the invoices. They have had a chance to review the invoices and have approved them, so this should just be formality to get the money and to get the draw by the 15th. So, like I said, everything's been finalized, and we will submit that before March 1st, and then we'll start a regular cadence with as infrastructure is finished, milestones payments are paid to the developer. We will then, every first of the month, submit those for reimbursement from WIFIA. Any questions that way?
Questions on the WIFIA withdrawal? All right, this is for our information only. Our next meeting will be March 25th. Does any member of the Finance Committee have anything they'd like to bring forward at this time? Does any of the staff have anything they'd like to bring forward at this time? With that, we stand adjourned. Thank you.